Hi, I'm Saba Iqbal.
And I'm Johnny DeCock. I had a chance to check out one of #Adam and Steve's queer party events.
And later on, we got to check out Taylor Pipe watching people paint their pets.
Hi, I'm Taylor Pipe.
And I'm Pearl Barkley. Today we're going to be looking at the Mum Show.
And we're also going to be looking at some wildlife.
Everyone is excited for Christmas, but let's not forget about the other holidays celebrated around the world, such as India's Diwali. Let's have a look.
Christmas is filling the air, but some students at Mohawk have a different holiday to celebrate. Mohawk College celebrated Diwali on November 7th. Diwali is a Hindu festival of lights and symbolizes victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. Yogan Soni explains the holiday.
It's actually celebrated because it's a mythological story where, good wins over bad, and then after 15 days they celebrate this celebration. It's basically just a huge gathering for everyone.
This international student event was held outside the McIntyre Theater. A long line of rice, curries, samosas, and other Indian foods were free to students and faculty, and in the theater was a celebration. International students at Mohawk were given a chance to dance and sing to celebrate the holiday. Elise Pipitone explains the importance of celebrating this holiday at Mohawk.
So Mohawk College is hosting Diwali amongst many other international events because we think it's very important to honor the celebration and culture of students that are coming here from all around the world and give them a little sense of home here in Canada. Diwali, if you think about it, it's kind of like the equivalent of Canadian Christmas, but 10 times bigger in India. And we're hosting traditional dance like Garba, and different songs and performances by our students, mostly from India, that are traditional around Diwali. So students come together, they dress up, and they sing and dance the songs that they know from their home countries.
For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Eric Viano.
Mohawk College held their Remembrance Day ceremony on November 9th in the McIntyre Theater to honor those who have given their lives in service of their country. All school services were closed from 10:45 to 11:30 so that the faculty and students could attend the event.
And unless you have been directly affected by war, you likely have no true connection to the poppy that you adorn.
Michelle Brown, a first-year paralegal student, was the keynote speaker to the event in honor of her late husband who died in Afghanistan.
If you fail to remember them, they didn't exist, in my opinion. So college students are normally younger, and they're able to keep that legacy alive by coming and understanding what Remembrance Day is about and the freedoms and sacrifices, and then they can pass that on to the next generations.
With images of soldiers who have served their country projected on the sides of the stage, it was difficult to find dry eyes in the theater.
So this is an important day across Canada, a day where we take to remember. This is especially important to have it at Mohawk College for students as a way to get students involved and to recognize a special day along with Canada.
Mohawk College holds a ceremony for the fallen soldiers every year in hopes to encourage students and faculty to remember who has fought for our freedoms. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Alan Sloan.
Most people have heard the story of Adam and Eve, but there's a new couple in town and their names are Adam and Steve. Johnny DeCock has the story.
No! George Street was decorated with sparkling lights and pride flags for #Adam and Steve's Moonmas Game Night.
So I'm Adam. And I'm Steve. It's really easy to remember because it's like Adam and Eve, but way gayer.
So, and our sort of brand is #AdamandSteve for all of our events, which is hilarious because when I was actually a kid and I came out to my grandma, one of the first things she said to me was, I believe it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. But now I'm like, Grandma, look, it's Adam and
It
Steve.
is Adam and Steve.
You were literally wrong. So, true story.
The LGBTQ-friendly event took place in the arcade above Moody's.
Whenever Adam and Steve do Moon Mist Game Night, we can expect a busy night. And I mean, it's only 10:45 right now, and we've already got a pretty much full house. So we're going to be doing this right until 2 o'clock in the morning, and hopefully we get some more faces in here that haven't seen it before.
We were approached by the bar owner a couple of months ago. He wanted to let people know in the community that this was a queer positive space, and he thought a good way to do that would be to partner with us.
So they kind of do like DJ takeovers Thursday nights. They just usually they pay a friend and they get a bar tab and they just put on their playlist. So I think they approached Steven, and we took advantage of making it as gay as possible. So instead of just and as fun as possible. So instead of just him going and playing his playlist, he's got amazing taste in music, by the way, we decided to make it into something that Hamilton hasn't seen before, which was a game night. But it was a game night that was for queers.
As well as the retro arcade games, Adam and Steve included a large Jenga set, Connect 4, and Twister.
And it's events like this which really bring people in from various communities, and it's just a really cool space for them to have fun in.
I like to try to support them as much as possible because it's very important to bring us together, because there's no specifically gay bar in Hamilton, so it's fun to go to different bars and try things out.
All the queer spaces in Hamilton disappeared. And we're queer. Queer people didn't disappear. So we wanted to carve out spaces that were safe and fun for us, because queer people know how to throw a good party.
Our focus is community building, creating queer economy, hiring queer people. It's not just about the party, it's about the community, and that's our focus.
If you're looking for a queer-friendly event with good music and drinks, check out Adam and Steve. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Johnny DeCock.
Security is all around campus. From random tours to the 18 assistant telephones around campus, students are sure to feel safe.
Depending on what the emergency is, we try and do predetermined plans. So would that be something as relevant in today's news as active threat emergencies that we're seeing happen, unfortunately, in the States? Or how are we going to respond to those emergencies on the campus?
The options the college promotes for students are hide, get out, and fight, in that order. Students and faculty seem to come to a consensus about their safety.
In winter, like, the sun goes down early, and if you are feeling unsafe, you can ask for the volunteer help, and they will drop you up out of the campus, and it's really nice.
Like, I see all of the new emergency, oh my gosh, what are they called? Like, systems that you can now use, which are very new, and it's amazing. Like, even with everything happening in the States, like, I still feel safe here.
It's sort of like a fundamental precept of society that people are generally generally kind, good, and safe, right?
I think students should still feel safe here at the college because we take their safety and security really important. We have a team on campus 24 hours a day. We're always looking at our plans. We have a team like myself that is going out and looking at best practices. How can we improve? How can we get better? So I think Mohawk is one of the leaders in ensuring safety and security.
For more information about security on campus, check out www.mohawkcollege.ca/security. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Brianna Taylor.
Although it's been dark and gloomy outside lately, the Mum Show came to Hamilton to brighten things up. Reporter Taylor Pipe has the story.
The 98th Hamilton Fall Garden and Mum Show at Gage Park is a blast from the past. This year's theme is Once Upon a Toy. Organizers explain how this year's theme is a hit for children and for the child at heart.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a good theme for adults and for kids. So, parents and grandparents bringing their children, and there's also lots of going down memory lane for adults for the toys that they played with.
The show has 200 varieties of chrysanthemums and 75,000 blooms. The show attracts people of all ages who come for a variety of reasons.
I wanted something fun to do to celebrate my birthday, and I really like plants and flowers.
I like the inside of it. I like the different themes every year. That's fun.
Well, one of the real reasons is that I live 1,000 kilometers from here. We don't have any flowers. They don't grow there.
Although the flowers are typically the star of the Mum Show, this year's a little bit different. The main attraction is this guy right behind me.
He was a huge hit, like much more than I thought. The intention was just to show the talents of what our gardeners here can do, and to beautify the city and put something fun up at City Hall.
Monahan gives one main piece of advice to showgoers.
It's beautiful inside the greenhouse. The displays are fabulous. Just take your time, walk through, really enjoy the flowers.
Tickets are $7 for adults and $6 for children. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Taylor Pipe.
It is Community of Consent Week at Mohawk College, and the Student Life Team is coordinating events in order to spread awareness at the Stony Creek campus. The Mohawk community, as well as many others from around the city, have gathered to engage students through educational and interactive services which promote consensual sex.
Yeah, so we have representatives today from Security Services who are doing a spin to win. We have Sasha, which is one of our community members. It's the sexual assault services here in Hamilton. We have counseling services here to support students. We have our athletics department is doing a game and interactive on Netflix and Chill.
Mohawk students are actively participating in the event's activities and are learning more about the importance of consent.
I feel consent is important because anyone and everyone could be a victim and it affects people differently. So taking a risk just because of that split moment decision could ruin someone's life, and it's not fair to put that on anyone.
Consent Week is currently being held once a year at Mohawk, but the Student Life Team hopes to emphasize its importance on a more regular basis.
It's important today, but I think, to be honest, it's important every day. It's important this week to really educate our students and bring awareness, but we hope to do this every semester because it's really an important topic for every day.
For more information, visit mohawkcollege.ca/counseling and use the hashtag #ConsentIsEverything. From Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Jesse Hilton.
We all know that Ticats games can get pretty wild, but the real party happens at the Ticat tailgate before the game. Greg Campbell has the story.
It's game day at Tim Hortons Field, and fans arrived early to take part in the pre-game festivities. Whether it was taking a tour on the Kubota Hall of Fame bus, checking out historic memorabilia pieces from the game's history, or simply tossing the old pigskin around, there was no shortage of activities to participate in. But just minutes from the stadium is where the biggest crowds were gathered before the game. Here at Tiger Cat Lot is where the real tailgating takes place. At any tailgate, you'll notice a couple of things. Of course, there's the fires, the barbecues, and plenty of food. And let's not forget classic tailgating activities like cornhole, which brings out the competitive side in people. Add all those things together, and who wouldn't want to join?
To the common eye, tailgating may just appear as one giant party, but for those actually involved, it means so much more.
That holds true for longtime fan Philip Bisnoff. For him, tailgating not only brings people together, but develops new friendships.
Believe it or not, it's just people coming together and becoming a family, basically. You know, all these people that we have here and stuff, we met through tailgating. You know, there's only like maybe one or two. I got my sister here, and the rest of them, they're all now considered like our family.
Whether it's creating new friendships or keeping old ones, for many, tailgating is a tradition. For members of the Box J-Boys, it keeps the bonds of the group together.
It's part of our life. You know, these guys have been together for, I don't know, some of them 35 years together as friends. And for me, it's an opportunity for us to keep connected, and you know, it's the best thing.
No matter if you're cheering for the visitors or joining in on the Oski Wee Wee for the home side. One thing is for certain. You'll leave with plenty of smiles, laughs, and good memories. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Greg Campbell.
Reporter Lara Keithley got to check out Mohawk's men's varsity basketball team. Let's check it out.
The men's basketball team has been off to a solid start this year. With 6 losses and 5 wins, there is still a ton of time for improvement.
We're extremely young, so we've got a high ceiling, a lot of talented athletic guys, but we're very young, so we've got a lot of room to grow and a lot of improvement to do, but it's been a good start.
The players this year are on the young side, but the skill levels are high.
We've got 3 or 4 young guys, especially first-year guys: Emmanuel Otong, Milos Mladen, Kajo Masuka, Matt Foster. The 4 of them are kind of the core of the first-year guys, and we're pleased with the progress so far, but again, our ceiling is really high.
A few players expressed their thoughts on the season so far.
It's been good. Our team's young right now, so we're going through some ups and downs, but I feel like this week we're going to capitalize and get better.
So far we're 2-3. I think we have a little bit of work to do, but we do have a lot of talent on the team, and I think we have a good chance to make some noise this year.
It's going really well. Young group of guys, we're just molding the pieces together right now.
You can visit Mohawk College Athletics site to catch scores and see where the teams will be heading next. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Lara Keithley.
Reporter Taylor Pipe got a chance to go down and watch people paint their pets.
Wait, people got a chance to paint their pet? Is that even safe?
Just watch and you'll see.
Is it?
Lick the Whisk on Barton Street hosted a unique artistic fundraiser where participants learned how to paint a portrait of their dog, cat, or hamster. Pet artist Katie Favell explained her personal twist on amateur paint nights.
Well, with Paint Your Own Pet Night, as a pet artist, I decided to kind of put a spin on it. I sketched the canvas ahead of time with their pet and then teach them step by step how to paint a portrait just like I would.
Don't be intimidated by painting on a canvas. Favell guides the painters through the process.
I start with the background. Then we move on to the eyes, nose, color blocking, and then finishing touches.
A portion of the proceeds go toward opening Cats and Caffeine, a cafe that advocates for animals and mental health.
And a cat cafe is essentially a cafe with a portion of the space to be designated to cats, and they can live in there and roam around in there, and people can come in and enjoy that space as well with the cats.
As a cat lover, Favell said she's excited to help Tello open the cafe.
Nicole's amazing. I can't wait for the cat cafe to open. I would be like the first in line there. She's a really nice lady, and I'm looking forward to helping animals with her.
The paint night is a family-friendly event. Ryan Green surprised his daughter Julia with a father-daughter outing.
My favorite part was probably eating crepes and seeing how it turned out at the very end, the painting.
Lick the Whisk isn't just a place to host events like Paint Your Pet Night. It's also a great place to sit, chill, and enjoy a hot beverage on a cold winter's day. Ooh, it's a little hot, but it's good to warm up your heart. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Taylor Pipe.
Leighton Echo had its exhibition opening at Haven Gallery on Barton Street. Reporter Christopher Arndt has the story.
Haven, the Hamilton audio-video node, was the focal point of a new art exhibition unveiled on Barton Street. Spectators came out to the gallery to see Daniel Roberts' latest series of paintings, titled Latent Echo. The pieces were a way for Roberts to experiment with her art form and to get out of her comfort zone.
My inspiration usually comes from places that I've visited, places I've experienced, a lot of places from memory. So sometimes I'll go somewhere and I won't feel like painting it for a few years, or maybe I'll paint it next week.
Roberts is a recent recipient of the Dean Collection 20 grant, funded by Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz. She has traveled across North America from BC to Detroit, finally stopping off here in Hamilton.
Not only did she make these pieces during a residency at the Cotton Factory in Hamilton, she also did a residency in Detroit at Spread Art, and there I got to see her paint.
Over her multiple residencies, Robert's skill as an artist has developed into a definitive style.
This focus on the spectacle, so you have a kind of dreamlike journey through her paintings.
Not only does Roberts have her own style, but this series of paintings has its own theme: public spaces and the nostalgia that comes with them.
All of the spaces here are public spaces that are spaces for entertainment and leisure. Because I was doing the residency, I kind of wanted to challenge myself technically as well.
This exhibition at Haven allows Roberts the opportunity to showcase her ongoing artistic development to friends and strangers alike.
Always really great to see her grow and expand, really. Like, these pieces are all some of the bigger ones I feel like that she's done.
The exhibition is open for viewing until November 30th. For specific dates and times, go to Haven's Facebook page. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Christopher Arndt.
Hey, Pearl, I got a joke for you.
What is it?
So, what's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
I don't know, Taylor. What is the difference?
So, a crocodile will see you in a while, but an alligator will see you later.
Hey, that was a good one.
Mohawk College saw some incredible sights on November 12th, from skunks to tarantulas, alligators, and even a large snake. Xander Russell is a wildlife educator and goes around North America showing the scaly and unconventional animals from all around the world.
This is a wild frontier show, so we show animals that are native to Canada and parts of the U.S. So we have spiders, some lizards, fluffy animals like the skunk and the chinchilla. We have our little caiman and our 10-foot snake.
Students from the college gathered around to see the wild critters that were all once owned as pets. Russell is sharing his performance skills and passions with anyone who wants to see.
I have always been a big fan of working with animals, and this is an amazing opportunity to show people, you know, there are so many animals in the world, and we should respect and care and share the planet with them. And I've always loved presenting. I'm also a part-time stand-up comedian, so I like to think of this as kind of my stage, and I'm just so much more comfortable, you know, giving me a snake and letting me crack jokes about it.
Most of the animals students were afraid of, but Russell brought along one of his favorite and fluffiest to show students.
I think probably my chinchilla Bella Powder Puff is one of my favorite things to work with because I love the feel of it, and I absolutely love the faces that people make when they start touching it. It's just like, ooh, fluffy!
For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Josh Giles.
Oh my god, that chinchilla was so cute.
I know, now I just want one.
Me too. Well, thanks for watching. I'm Saba Iqbal.
And I'm Johnny DeCock. Join us next time.